Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 6 of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. Hope you guys are doing well, ready to check out some more pillars with me. We're just about to exit the opening ruin. Pretty fascinating stuff. Intellect effects, area of effect, and duration. Alright, the stash can now only be accessed by resting. Okay, that's a good thing. We're going to come down here, though. We've got a body that has a helm on it. Helmets come in many forms, from the humble padded cap to fully enclosed steel great helms. Different cultures tend toward different styles of helmets, but outside of regimented armies, the type of helmet an individual wears often comes down to personal preference. Grab that. Do we go ahead and just pop that on? Doesn't really do anything. We'll get this little helmet to wear. And then there's a broken egg sac or something. A jasper. Jasper's found in the wild. It's a dull mottled stone, frequently in red or green, but often with a variety of colors lent by other surrounding minerals. While relatively easy to find, polished, the stone's distinctive swirls of color give it endless variety. And an agate. Agates are common on Aora, oft used by craftsmen for their bright colors. Their considerable hardness also lends them a variety of more practical applications. Into the stash it goes. Bong bong. Now, we're ready to exit, I think. Yeah. Let's go, son. Your character's biography writes itself as you adventure. Older robed man. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled audra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
He addresses the petrified body.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
He looks each in the eye in turn. The man passes his gaze over the others standing around him. That's a Wodika thing, I think. Queen that was. Something you don't see every day. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Audra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of Audra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You awaken to find your malaise has been broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Theoden and Kalisha lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. Whoa. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. New quest, vision, and whispers. Wow, so we've got to drop a bunch of this into the stash. We'll check out the scale armor, and I have to check out the rapier too. The hide armor in the stash. Oh, we can't? Lockpicks, torches.
I can think of a better place for this stuff.
Huh. I guess we leave it all behind then. Even the mace. What's this stuff worth anyway? 40? And that's a leather armor. Wolf hides. Zarb spear. That's only worth 5. While the mace is worth 5. Okay. Shield's worth 5. Crossbow's worth 10. Do I need the tattered journal? Value is 0. Let's put that for the crossbow. The beer. Value 0. Leather armor, that's the big seller, 40. Hunting bow. Two-handed, speed fast. What about the crossbow? Speed slow. Torch. Light armor's worth 40. Alright, I guess that just about does it then. We don't need the daggers, don't need the battle axe. It's only worth 5. Alright. We have a hatchet. We're going to be probably using the rapier. Zorb spear. Torches are worth 2. Let's grab another leather armor for the hatchet. And the Zorb spear. I didn't get a chance to actually see what we're using just a hatchet. Let's make that a rapier. Light and fast, rapiers are precise weapons favored by urban duelists. They are not known for being especially powerful, but a skilled wielder can rely on rapiers to accurately land blows. Speed fast, interrupt is weak, 10 to 14 pierce damage, plus 5 accuracy. So we'll go ahead and throw that on there. And the hatchet. Gained experience. Oh. Okay, I was going to say, where did everything go? Let's grab this last armor for the hatchet. Bong bong. Got all the armor now. That's all I care about. Did we level up yet? I don't think so. Experience. Well, it looks like we did. But maybe we can't do anything about it yet. Highest single target damage 25. That's pretty wicked. Inventory doesn't have a level up button. Alright, then just onward we go. Here we've got a deer cap. Oh. Man, tied up. St. Gerin's horn. Pilgrim's crown. We'll check that stuff out in a bit. 2 vessel flesh. Vessel flesh times 2. Somebody being burned. Or about to be. Vessel flesh. Oh. Vessel flesh. Pilgrim's crown. Bush. Springberries. Nice. This massive structure is formed of stone, audra, and copper and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. Nothing we can do about it. Alright, well, I take my miniature piglet and go then to the world map. We're at Sealant Lease. We want to go, we have to go through the Vale Wood to get to Gilded Vale, so take you 6 hours to complete your journey from Sealant Lease to Valewood. Potion scrolls and food items can be created by clicking on the crafting button in any party member's inventory. Nice, son, the Valewood. I love it. Got a dead person. Corpse, a camping supply. You already have the max number of camping supplies, a leather armor. Oh, stash. Yeah, that'll go in the stash. Admits were. Let's quickly look at the stash and see what we picked up, the Pilgrim's Crown and stuff. Why can't I click anything in here? Oh. St. Gieran's Horn. A favorite of hummingbirds, these large trumpet-shaped flowers are often found in gardens or used for decoration. Pilgrim's Crown. These small golden flowers grow across entire meadows in the plains of Ishamato, and less commonly in the deerwood. They're frequently woven into garlands and wreaths. Many a pair of infatuated youths has passed the Pilgrim's Crown between them. 8 vessel flesh. This reeking flesh once held a bound soul. With its energy fading, the flesh is entering a rapid decay. Not sure why we grabbed that, but okay. Now can we send stuff to the stash, like the leather armor? You must camp or return to town to access that, okay. So we have to camp. Let's look around outside first. Oh, there goes somebody walking. Huh. Ingredients, blood moss added to stash. That looked pretty gnarly. This moss grows in sprawling clumps, and its dull crimson hue earned it its name. It is a common sight in more humid regions, where locals say that the moss resembles wounds at the base of trees where it is found. Oh, that's interesting, kind of gross, but got some formation. Whoops. Alright, let's head in. Oh. River reed. These tall reeds grow among the creeks and rivers of the Deerwood, where they often spook travelers with the eerie whistle of the wind through their stems. Another body, but with nothing on it. Stay on this side for a minute. Outlaw. Oh, they see me. Stagman. Attack. Boom. Doing the work, son. 4 in a row.
How about we take a break?
Leveled up, it looks like. I have a plus down on my portrait. What did that say? Well, Zarian has enough experience to level up. And he wants to take a break. Sword. Whether single-edged or double-edged, swords are always straight-bladed, one-handed weapons that can be used to cut or thrust at an enemy. In some circumstances, swords lack the raw slashing power of sabers, but they are more flexible against a variety of armor types. They do slashing or piercing damage. Small shield. 10 copper pawns. Lockpick. An open helm. compared to regular helm. Leather armor. Small shield and sword. I want to get the sword though. Let's put the hide armor in the stash, or up here and then in the stash. Nice. And we'll take the sword. Very good, very good. I'm not understanding this though. We're at 120 health. That's not too bad. So I guess we could level up. Skills allow your character to perform specialized actions like scouting, detecting traps, picking locks, or reading scrolls. They can also be used to overcome obstacles in conversations and scripted interactions. Skills will advance as your characters gain level, but items and other bonuses can also increase skills. We've got 6 points left, and we've got the various skills. Let's see, points to advance, 1. Mechanics, we definitely want to upgrade that. Survival, received healing multiplier. Damage reduction, 3 bonus movement. Lore, used to activate scrolls. Athletics, we're going to need some of this. Stealth. Points to advance. Oh, so it takes 2 points to advance to 3. Then from 3 to a 4, it takes 3 points to advance. I see, okay. So we're at a 2. Yeah, mechanics, lore, athletics. 2 points to spend. Mechanics. And then we'll get a point of survival, I suppose. Next. No new class unlocks. But talents, we get 1 talent and we get to pick. Wow, there's a lot of them. Those are class. There's offensive talents. Oh, nice. 1 hand style, 2 weapon style, marksman, defense. We'll have to go over these. Let's see, class, wild strike, burn. The druid's knowledge of the forces of nature allow him or her to automatically inflict additional burn damage when spirit shifted. Plus 30% damage. Corrode, freeze, and shock. Acolyte's radiance. Nuanced faith in the gods has allowed this character to unleash a wave of spiritual energy similar to a priest's holy radiance. 1 per encounter. Speed is fast. Area of effect is friendly target plus 5.6 meter radius from caster. It's a healing spell. Friendly AoE plus 8.5 endurance. Foes, only vessels, take 22.3 burn damage over 3.3 seconds. And if successful, they're frightened for 11 seconds. Accuracy versus will check. Apprentice's sneak attack allows the character to imitate the brutal opportunistic strikes of a rogue sneak attack, taking advantage of opponents when they're at their most vulnerable. Plus 15% melee damage and range damage. Enigma's charm. With the power of a fledgling cipher, the character is able to temporarily charm an opponent. However, it takes time to contact the victim's psyche, meaning it cannot be used at the start of combat. 1 per encounter, but requires at least 5 seconds into combat. Speed is slow, range 7 meters. Charmed for 8.8 seconds. Accuracy with a plus 10 bonus versus will. And charmed. A charmed target fights on behalf of the enemy at reduced capacity. Speed, accuracy, and all defenses are reduced by 25. Charmed is exclusive, meaning a character can only have one charmed affliction at a time. A newer one will dispel any older one present. Oh, one sec, guys. Gotta get situated here. Get comfortable. Gallant's focus. The character's intense beliefs have manifested as an aura with properties similar to a paladin's zealous focus. Friendly aura, which gives +4 accuracy to your peeps. Novice's suffering. The character has learned a portion of the intense pain tolerance and spiritual power that monks possess. Their unarmed attacks do increase damage and gain power as they advance. Note, Novice's suffering does not apply to a druid's spirit shift form. Oh, too bad. Outlander's Frenzy channels power similar to a barbarian's Tremendous Rage, increasing attack speed, might, and constitution, while lowering deflection and concealing the character's endurance and health. It gives all that. I guess we can't do that in our spirit shift form. Prestidigitator. Prestidigitator's missiles. As a hedge wizard, the character has learned how to duplicate the effects of one of the most popular spells in the Eastern Reach, Minoletta's minor missiles. Because the character does not use a grimoire as a wizard does, the effect is not quite as powerful. 1 per encounter. 11 to 20, crush, corrode, accuracy with a 10 bonus versus deflection. Rhymer's summon. This rhyme mimics the chanter's ability to summon skeletons, though it cannot be used until some time has passed in combat and cannot be used frequently. Requires at least 15 seconds in combat. 1 per encounter, speed average. Summons 2 times skeletons, that's pretty cool. Runner's wounding shot. Rangers learn where to strike an enemy to inflict debilitating wounds. This technique can be imitated by other characters as a weaker form of wounding shot. Grants runner's wounding shot, 1 per encounter, speed average, range 6 meters. Target, if successful, they're hobbled for 11 seconds. It's a fortitude check versus accuracy. User primary attack 15 to 21 / crush. Accuracy versus deflection, 80% damage inflicted over time of 6 seconds. And then Veteran's Recovery. By adopting the strict discipline of a fighter, the character is able to pace themselves in combat, steadily regaining endurance over time. Its passive effect, self, plus 3.2 endurance per 3 seconds for 49.5 seconds. In combat, I take it. And then we've got offensive talents. Weapon Focus Adventurer trains the character in the use of the Pollux, Estoc, Flail, Wand, and the Warbow, gaining accuracy with all weapons of those types. Passive +6 accuracy. Weapon Focus Knight. Battle Axe, Sword, Morning Star, and Crossbow, gaining accuracy with all weapons of those type. Noble is Dagger, Rapier, Mace, Scepter, and Rod. Dagger, Rapier, Mace, Scepter, and Rod. Weapon Focus Peasant, a Hatchet, Spear, Quarterstaff, Hunting Bow, and Unarmed. Weapon Focus Ruffian, the Saber, Stiletto, Club, Pistol, and Blunderbuss. Forgot that there's guns in the game, that's awesome. Weapon Focus Soldier, the Great Sword, Pike, Warhammer, Arbalest, and Arquebus. Wow, there's a lot of different weapon types. That's awesome. Marksman increases the character's accuracy with ranged weapons used on distant targets. +5 accuracy against distant enemies. 2 weapon style. Specialized training increases the character's attack speed while using a weapon in each hand. Self 20% dual wield attack speed. While wielding a single one-handed melee weapon, some of the attacker's hits are converted to crits. 15% of hits converted to crits with one-handed melee weapons. It's a passive and two-handed style. Grants a damage bonus while wielding a two-handed melee weapon, 15% damage, passive. Defensive, hold the line, trains the character in new defensive strategies, increasing his or her engagement limit by 1. Engagement. Engagement occurs anytime a character attacks an enemy with a melee weapon at close range. As soon as the attacker gets close enough, he or she will engage. When a character is first engaged, he or she will stop moving. The character is free to move again, but doing so provokes a disengagement attack. If characters break engagement, they have a limited amount of time before the enemy they disengaged can attempt to re-engage. Some afflictions make it impossible for a character to engage an enemy. Paralyzed, petrified, prone, and stunned all automatically drop engagement and can be used to get out of trouble. Note that there are a number of talents and abilities that modify engagement rules, such as graceful full retreat, hold the line, the fighter's defender, the barbarian's wild sprint, and the rogue's escape. Some creatures, especially large ones, may be able to engage more than one creature at a time. So this would increase his or her engagement limit by 1, plus 1 enemies engaged. Snake's reflexes, passive, plus 10 reflex defense. Same with fortitude, bull's will, bear's fortitude, weapon and shield style. Equipped shield's deflection bonuses are increased and grant an equal bonus to the character's reflex. Plus 6 shield deflect also applies to reflex. Graceful retreat grants a bonus to all defenses against disengagement attacks, plus 12 defense when disengaging. Neat. Utility, fast runner. The character becomes more fleet and nimble, increasing movement rate and granting a defensive bonus against disengagement attacks. Plus 1 move speed, plus 5 defense when disengaging. Scion of Flame, increased burn damage and damage reduction, plus 5 damage reduction burn, plus 20% burn damage. Heart of the Storm, shock damage and damage reduction. Same idea except shock damage. Corrode. Secrets of Rhyme, freeze damage. Quick Switch, reduces the recovery time when switching weapons or spells in grimoires. 1.5 weapon change recovery, minus 4 grimoire cooldown. Wound Binding allows the healing of a modest amount of health on the user, 1 per rest, plus 40% health over 9.9 seconds. And Field Triage allows the healing of a small amount of health on an ally, 1 per rest. On a not vessel, plus 20% health over 9.9 seconds. Nice. So what do we go for? Do I want to use the Poleaxe indefinitely? Maybe. Though there's some really cool abilities out here. Outlander's Frenzy. Wow, 3 might, 3 constitution, 25% attack speed, minus 10 deflection, health and endurance concealed. Health and endurance concealed for 13.2 seconds. I'm not sure what that means. Outlander's Frenzy. Can we switch to the, and it's 1 per encounter, speed average. We could probably switch to the wild beast form and then do this. I don't see why not, because it says specifically when it does not apply to Druid Spirit Shift form. Novice is Suffering. Outlander's Frenzy is pretty cool. Prestidigitator's Missiles. Rhymer's Summon. that requires 15 seconds in combat. That's just not very good to start. It's not feasible to start for us being a one-man show here. Friendly aura of accuracy. Gallon's focus. Friendly AoE of healing, 1 per encounter. Wild strike. Plus 30% damage as shock. Okay, so this would add to the druid spirit shift ability. 30% extra damage as an element. Freezing would be cool. Could be very cool. Offensive though. We can go with the Pollux and still use an S-Stock, a flail, a wand, and a warbow. Plus 6 accuracy with the Pollux. Yeah, with those. The only thing about that is, if we're going to be the Stagman, we might want to Secrets of Rhyme. I don't want to heal right away. Scion of Flame. I think we're going to go... We start with the weapon focus. Gain accuracy with all weapons of those types. Now let's go into Wild Strike. And let's get Wild Strike Freeze, I think. Oh, it says remaining 0. We don't get a talent? Oh, I had clicked Freeze. So that's going to give 30% bonus damage as Freeze. It's a passive. We're done. And we got +1 lore. +2 mechanics, +1 athletics, +1 survival. Wait a minute. If we take 1 out of there, survival, athletics, take 1 out of athletics, we could get another point of lore. So we'll get athletics, and then can we maybe save a point? Unused points will carry on to the next level. Got mechanics. Got lore. Athletics is fine. We'll save a point, I think. Yeah. Talons, Wild Strike, Freeze. Alright, we're done. Long ball. There we go. That only took us 38 minutes, it looks like. Just about. No. We did other stuff. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. And I'd ask that you stay tuned for more, because more is coming. We're going to keep exploring this place. Looks like we can maybe get up on here. And we'll explore the Valewood, I think it's called. But hope to see you guys then. Hope you enjoyed this episode as well. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to really help, yeah, the Valewood. You can become a member here on my channel or on patreon.com/fluent. Definitely check that out if interested. That is the best way to help the channel if that's what you intend to do. If you want to do that, feel free. If not, no pressure. It's all good. Either way, but yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. I'm going to save it here. Very cool stuff. First level up. Love the level ups already with the talents and stuff like that. Very cool. So, much more to come. Until then, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. Don't go anywhere, guys. Just starting to get a little warmed up with Pillars of Eternity, The White March. We will be doing The White March. I've never played that. So that'll be totally new for me. Okay, see you guys next time. Ciao for now.